What's up, y'all? How's the lighting? I know it's terrible, but in this video, as you can see, I am detailing the changes I want to make for myself within the new year that is coming up. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to wait until New Year's Day for me to want to implement these changes. A few of these changes is things that I've been seeing myself make changes. All of them really, but just there's a few of them that I've noticed myself making, a big effort in doing so right now in my life. Hopefully y'all can hear me well. I got the little half microphone, half earphone in, so you won't hear a big echo in this bitch ass apartment. But here I got my handy dandy journal. I love journaling. I'm a big proponent in journaling. I suggest that everybody, whether you're a writer or not, get one of these, get a journal. You don't have to get a book like this. In fact, my next journal is a lot more fancier than, some composition book. But I got this. What I usually do when I get a journal is, it says here, I don't know if you can see it in my ugly ass handwriting, faded pen ink, but it says July 2021. So I got this book, journal, whatever, around that time, around July of this year. And I am almost already done with it. It's been a heck of a year. But pretty much I go from when I got this book, and then the end date is when I finish this book. I don't just go, sometimes journals have, depending on the size, of course, and how much I write in it. It could go from, let's just say this lasted until like February of 2020, right? So that would be the end date here. So that's how I just do the journaling. I'll get a new one. I'll put the date of what month and year I started writing in, and then the last page, whatever that time is, month, year, will be the end date, pretty much, or the last entry. Let me put it that way. Not the last page, but the last entry would literally just be the end date. So I wrote it down in my journal. Changes I want to make in 2022. Again, I'm not waiting that long to make these changes, but just going forward as well. I plan on doing these videos every year just to, see where I'm at in life, and to see if I'm, a lot of these changes that I have here, if I've actually implemented them in my life, wherever I'm at in my life right now. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first change I put is putting others before myself. So if you subscribe to the channel, if you watch my videos, you are probably going to see these changes, or hear a number of these changes and say, well, you made a video about that. Because these are things that, again, are applying to myself, and these are changes that I want to continue on doing so. And there's a reason why I made videos about them. It wasn't because I thought the topic was an interesting one, or just thought the topic was an interesting one. It was because it applied to myself. And the whole putting others before me, as I stated in a previous video or so, and that there have been times where I was being selfless and I put others' needs before mine, and it didn't hurt me. But at this moment in time in my life right now, that's not the case. And in past moments in times, I can tell you right now, that that hasn't been the case. And that's why I'm like, you know what? I am tired. No matter what anybody else has to say about it, no matter the voice inside of me telling me that I'm wrong for going for what I deserve to go for, and doing for myself to make sure that I'm safe and I'm good, I'm going to do so. And again, not just going to wait till the beginning of 2022 for me to start doing for myself. It's just something that once that year comes in, I'm going to be more cognizant of doing so I'm not repeating past years, of the same old stuff, the same old mistakes, and not getting and getting the same old results, with me pretty much taking it out. So there's that. Next on the list is second guessing myself. What I want to change about that is, obviously, I don't want to continue second guessing myself and doubting that I am as great as I am, or as good as I am, or if I am able to do something or aren't able to do anything. I caught myself doing that a little bit the other day. I got a 100 on one of the assignments that I did for school, and I started thinking to myself just a little bit, like, maybe everybody's going to get a 100 on this thing. Maybe I didn't. Maybe this 100 is not as special as I thought it was. Because when I first saw it, the grade and everything, I was happy. I was really ecstatic. Like, wow, this is, first of all, it was my first 100 in like quite a long time. So, I just started school again, and it's like, wow, I just started school, first assignment or whatever you want to call it, big or not, whatever. First assignment, and I already got a 100 on it. And again, I started doubting myself, but then I quickly was like, no, you put in the work for this. You did the work. You did it your way. You didn't you didn't copy anybody. You didn't cheat. You spoke the way that you spoke. Within it was a paper, so you just typed the way that you typed. You wasn't trying to sound like somebody else. And you obviously got the grade that you deserve because of the hard work you put in. So just, again, like I said, even today, not today like this day, but as in today, as in the present, I still have moments to where I'm like, okay, maybe this professor is just giving out 100s like crazy. Maybe he's in a good mood today, and therefore everybody got 100s and whatever. But he told me specifically why he gave me the grade that he gave me, the 100. And obviously, again, I put in the work. So I need to apply that mentality to everything. If I get X amount of views on a channel, on a video, or some type of success somewhere else, it's not just people being nice. It's because I put in the work, and the positive feedback that I'm getting from it is a reflection of the hard work that I put in. So I need to stop second guessing myself. Next on the list is allowing others to shape how I feel about my natural self. Now, the natural self part of that is the most important aspect of it, because it's not to the point where I want to be someone that's just ignoring everybody else's comments or just viewpoints or whatever, right? But when I mean by my natural self, an example would be when I'm out in public, and of course we're still wearing a face mask and everything, but even without a face mask, I feel as though people expect me, this could be a race thing, this could be a gender thing, whatever, but people expect me to just have a smile on my face, because people compliment me on my smile. They feel at ease when I smile, and I get that. I have a pretty nice smile. But I'm not here to, first of all, I'm not angry all the time. And simply because I got a stoic demeanor, a stoic face, or I'm not smiling all the time or whatever, does not mean that I'm angry. Maybe it's these beautiful eyebrows, that are always seem to be arched or whatever. Also, when I am focused, I notice this too. When I am focused on something, my eyebrows, again, they arch or whatever. Or my eyes have, they do a shape. My eyebrows arch. Again, I'm not angry. I'm literally just focusing on maybe a TV show, maybe writing in my journal, or writing in general, or just focusing on some information I'm getting from a video, Either or, I'm not upset, but people tend to get this idea. Even if I'm walking in public, I got my headphones in and everything, I'm listening to a podcast, I'm listening to someone speak, and my facial expressions, it reflects what I'm listening to, and I'm not staring directly at a person and I'm mad and whatever. I'm literally just, walking, doing my thing, and obviously looking ahead because I can't, be walking and looking this way and walk safely because I don't know what's ahead of me, right? But people, people, they tend to think, oh, he looks serious, or he looks scary, he looks mad. I gotta walk on eggshells around him and stuff. And it got to a point where that stuff would bother me sometimes, you know. And then when people would see me in a public setting, at a party or whatever, and they're like, wow, see, like, you need to smile more, you need to laugh more, you need to enjoy yourself more. Now, these comments could be true as far as, I guess, a social life, or having a social life. I'm trying to make the lighting better and stuff, right? This apartment is it's weird because I'm in the same position pretty much with most of the videos, right? Just in front of this door, right? Some videos the lighting is, and then you got other videos where the lighting just does that in and out thing. Hopefully it's good now. But anyways, as I was saying, there's people that will say things to me like, wow, you're like really like, when you're laughing and smiling, you need to do that more because you're fun to be around. And it's like, so I gotta smile. I gotta do this all the time and show you my teeth just to let you know that you're not threatened. You shouldn't be threatened at all. Like, it's weird because if someone were to come around and smile, people who do smile all the time and stuff, they get called weird and there's something crazy about them because they got that Joker, stigma thrown on them. Joker or one of the Jokers, want to be proteges or whatever, right? When you see the Batman movies and the clown face guy he's always smiling. He's got that ridiculous giggle. Those fools are crazy. And you know what I'm saying? Like, people are afraid of those people. So it's like, you want me to be that? You want me to be, one of Joker's proteges? Just so you can feel comfortable. But then after a while, you're just going to be like, okay, he's smiling and giggling for no reason. He's looking me dead in my eye and he's all the time. That's crazy. You cannot tell me that would be creepy as hell if somebody were to do, if I or anybody else were to do that you would not be creeped out about it. At first, you're probably going to think it's funny. You're probably going to be, I don't know what you're going to think at first. But sometime down the line, you're likely going to think, okay, this guy is creepy. And, well, would you rather have the guy be creepy and all in your face? Or would you rather just someone be naturally who they are? And if they want to laugh when they laugh, and when they want to smile when they smile, that's cool. That's the thing. Like, I can understand if someone clearly is trying to not laugh or not smile because they, feel insecure about something or they feel like they're going to be judged. That's different, But if it's somebody who, they going to laugh when they laugh, they're going to smile when they smile, and, they're going to be who they are, let them be who they are. It's really that simple, So I know I went on that long tangent, but the point of the matter is I'm not going to continue to allow people to shape how, I feel about myself naturally. I'm not going to. I went for my walk yesterday and it felt really good, not only because I was listening to some great ass music, but it just felt really good inside to not think about all the amount of strangers and not tense up and think, okay, somebody's walking by, I gotta make eye contact and let them know that it's all peace, I'm not a threat in this. And I was just being me, and that was probably, yesterday at least, was probably the most contact I've made with strangers, as far as them just more so feeling, I guess, comfortable walking by me. It's this weird thing or whatever, but mostly it's not about other people. It's not about strangers. It's not about people I know. Again, if I'm not upset, if I'm not, and you can apply this to you as well, if you are a naturally just stoic person when you're not laughing and smiling, right? If you're not all the time, right? Don't feel as though that you have to change that because other people said it makes them feel comfortable, you know? Um, because it's not like, I'm pretty sure it's not like you don't laugh all the time. You don't laugh at all. You don't smile at all. It's just there needs to be something to get that reaction out of you. And how about you simply just walking the streets or something, or just walking somewhere doesn't, I don't see why that would be an occasion for someone to just I don't. So there's that. Next on the list, laziness. So this is something I've been really good at not being, but I want to keep it up because again, I got my lazy thoughts all the time. I think about being lazy all the time. Hell, even before recording this video, I was kind of procrastinating. But I think that's how I kind of fixed my laziness is I would do something for a couple of minutes, right? Something that allows me to just be lazy, right? So I was watching a video. It's like I think it was like a 9-minute video, 6 or 9-minute video. I think it was 9. I just sat there and watched a 9-minute video, and it was just about like a video game franchise, right? So I took that time to, I ate like 2 pieces of chocolate and I watched that video and I was sipping on my water over here. But that was my lazy moment, That's how I pretty much fits being lazy altogether is, okay, even before you got to do something that you know you have to do or know you want to do or whatever, give yourself lazy moments. Now, like I said, the video was about 9 minutes. I don't suggest anything more than 10 minutes, although 10 minutes is a lot of time to waste if you ask me, because I legit wrote this list. I wrote this list in another journal entry all in 10 minutes, and I wrote a lot within those 10 minutes. I'm no speed writer or whatever. All I'm saying is you can actually get a lot done in 10 minutes if you focus your time and focus your energy on whatever task you're doing. But as far as, again, just give yourself those lazy moments, and if you got to do it multiple times per day, like I said, anywhere upward to 10 minutes or less, and then get to whatever task you have to do, and you're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel accomplished, because that's what happens with me. You're gonna feel like, okay, I did that task. No matter how lazy I felt, I did enjoy my lazy time for 5 minutes, 9 minutes, 3 minutes, or however long this lazy moment you just really needed to have was. You satisfied that side of you. You satisfied the worker side of you. So that's how I'm doing it, and I want to continue doing it this year and the foreseeable future. Next on the list, we're going to get real deep over here real quick. Using sex as a release. So, it's just one of those things where there are times where I felt value, and I feel like the reason why I put so much importance on sex, now that doesn't mean I'm just going to stop, but the reason why I put so much importance on sex, especially within a relationship or just in general within human connection, is because I was valuing myself based on my performance, based on, my ability to even get sexual partners, because of the no complaints, right? The praise I got, or again, just the simple fact that I can even get this, from somebody else, right? And that's toxic. It's toxic, and it's toxic because, one, you can actually get out here and fits in my journal and stuff. It's about to fall over, but it's toxic and it's crazy because obviously you can contract something if you're not safe out here, right? STDs and all HIVs and all that shit that nobody wants, right? You can contract something. Emotionally, there have been times when I've done that and it's like I still feel like shitty, or what they say, the post-nut clarity, right? You just realize, wow. And it's really messed up, especially when you start to have negative emotions about the individual you had sex with, right? It's not their fault, but then you start to resent them for some reason, or you start to resent yourself and them, or maybe just yourself, or maybe just them. But still, the resentment of either yourself or them is still unfair to you, and it's unfair to them because of that. Feelings could get hurt within the process. Maybe you're someone that can just have sex with as many people as you want and not get attached, but maybe you end up having sex with somebody who got they can't really do that. They'll probably say they can, but they can't really do that. And now they're involved, their feelings are involved, their emotions are involved, and now you're like, okay, you knew what it was, and then that can bring a whole bunch of trouble and shit. You know what I'm saying? And just, again, like I said, the safety reasons. And again, you should not use sex to value yourself on the inside and just in general. That's just, what was that? What the hell was that? My phone? Was that? I heard other voices, and I know there's people outside this apartment, but that voice sounded eerily too damn. Fuck this damn phone. Anyways, I'm sorry. Do not use sex as a way to value yourself or whatever, right? Or as a release when you're feeling down and you feel invalid, like you ain't shit. So now you're gonna go and just fuck somebody and get that quick high, quick nut out, and then I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Next on the list, stop being a perfectionist. I have perfectionist ways. There are times where that doesn't mean I'm not going to hold a high standard of myself, but there are times where it's like, if it's not 100% how I envision it in my head or how I want it to be, then it's trash. It's basura. It's throw it away, right? Don't even do anything with it. And it's like, you have to learn, especially if you're someone who is an artist, or a writer, a creator, whatever. You have to learn to suspend that thought. Especially if you're a broke ass creator and you don't have the resources to make the stuff that you want to make. You got to obviously continue creating, but work toward getting to that level. And it's not just going to happen like by a snap of a finger. And even when you get there, again, this is for me just as much as it might be for anybody that applies to. Even when I get there, it's still something that I have to eliminate, this whole perfectionist mindset, because it goes with the whole second guessing myself and being super judgmental about myself. It's not going to do me good at the end of the day. I have to give it my all. Again, I'm going to remain having a high standard for myself, but I have to give whatever I'm doing. I'll give it my all, give it my best, and release it. Release it, literally and figuratively. Just release it, and whatever happens with it, whatever the response is to it, is the response to it. I have no control over that. So that's something that I have to, and I'm understanding it obviously because I'm able to, at least explain it, but something I want to continue understanding and learning as I go. Next, what is this? Change. Oh, no, not that. Stop worrying so much, right? Now, this one is people, when they hear someone say they're going to stop worrying so much, they tend to hear someone say they're not going to worry at all. That's impossible for me to do. I'm saying that right now, and I've said that in the past. Maybe in the future it'll be different, but not worrying at all about things, about my life especially, is impossible for me to do for the simple reason is I care about myself. I care about myself. I care about my future. I care about my livelihood. So yeah, I worry about, okay, what if, money isn't being, isn't going toward where it needs to go toward? What if, things aren't as clean as they should? What if, whatever, what if that? Now, when I say I need to, how did I write it here? I said stop worrying so much. Yeah, how do I need to stop worrying so much? I mean, I need to stop instantly going to the bad situation of what if it doesn't work out, and I feel as though that's putting an energy of negativity, and I want to go toward more so what if it does work out. If I can't reach that, which I think I believe I can, I just can't really think of many instances when I've done that, but I can think of times when I didn't go to the negative, but I didn't necessarily, I was just in the middle. It was okay, this is what it is right now, and I'm not going to think about what if it doesn't work out. I'm also not going to think about what if it does work out. I'm just going to be here, because right now where I'm at is I don't know about the result. All I know is it's out there. All I know is this is happening. All I know is whatever, right? So I want to go more so away from what if it doesn't work, more so toward what if it does work, and either, if it's going to take some time for me to go to what if it does work, at least stay in the lane of, okay, this is what the situation is at hand, and if I want a result, because obviously I don't want things to go wrong, but I want things to go right. So if this is what I really want, if I really want things to go right, what can I do to make sure that these things are going right? So there's that. Next is change the way that I eat. Tupac said it best. You got to change the way you eat, change the way you live, change the way we treat each other, right? Well, he said we, right? I'm saying me. But I change the way I eat. Because I'm someone who, I do like eating healthy. I do like fruits, vegetables, and all that stuff, staying healthy, staying physically active and stuff. I do like that, but I also like junk food. As I was just mentioning, I ate 2 pieces of chocolate. That's it. That's all I'm going to have today. Everything else, I feel as though it's going to be pretty healthy. I've got a bag of frozen blueberries just waiting to thaw out, by the way. Now, people are going to be like, you should get them fresh. And you should... I know. But the reason why I get frozen food is because frozen food in general, but frozen fruit is because it lasts longer. But I always get the natural frozen fruit, right? You know what I'm saying? But, that's just that. And I read labels and everything, so relax, people. I'm not getting some crazy seedless shit. Absolutely not. But yeah, I feel as though a lot of, and there's scientific correlation between depression or just the way people feel with their diet. Now, I'm not saying everybody who eats well is just happy-go-lucky and they are all the time. No, But I'm saying that I feel as though I would definitely feel better about myself. And I have seen instances of this being true, which is why I want to eat healthier. Um, I felt better about myself when I didn't eat some trash ass meal. Excuse me. I want to obviously look better, and I feel like eating better is part of that. Will help out with that. Um, and I want to feel better, And like I said, I have experiences where when I was eating better, because it's not like I ate like crap my entire life. I wouldn't be this, I wouldn't look like this, body wise or whatever. I'd be a much bigger man if I ate like crap my entire life. But I definitely could clean up my diet a lot more. And that's what I plan on doing, not just waiting till 2022. And no, it's not, none of these things on this list is something that I'm just going to just start in 2022 or just implement for 2022 and then never do them in my life. The point is, once again, is to start now, make it a habit in 2022 so I can continue doing it for the foreseeable future. And that's the point of all of these things, these videos I'm going to do for every year, all the changes I want to make or whatever, right? Or implementations. I might try to, whatever, name them that. But they're pretty much for, make sure that year I'm more so cognizant of practicing these things and making sure that I'm keeping up with these things. So there's that. And like I said, change the way I live. That is the last one on this list so far. Change the way I treat people and stuff, and I treat myself, of course. But change the way I live, meaning that I want to. It's kind of this. This kind of encapsulates all the lists, but pretty much what I mean by that is I want to be somebody who is just as honest as I am about myself and just honest to others as I can be. I have glimpses of this. People, they'll say things like, I love you or I appreciate you because you're so honest, because you're so this, because you're so that. But I feel as though only certain people, and it's the reason why it's always typically the same people who say that comment to me, and it's because I feel as though they can handle it. They've shown to me that they can handle that honesty. They can handle whatever side of me that I show to them, whether it be an honest side, whatever. They've shown that they can handle it, and I don't have to worry about how they're going to react to it. So, but I want to be that way with everybody. Whether I know somebody or not, whether I have a close relationship with them or not, because I feel as though that is my best me when I am that way. And I can't be my best me if I feel as though that I can't be myself around you because you react differently from somebody else when I'm straight up honest with you or, compared to them. It's just like, why would I want to be in somebody's life? Why would I want them to be a part of my life like that? And I have to stop, again, second guessing myself and thinking I'm doing something wrong by being myself around this individual because they can't handle it. I'm doing something wrong. I have to stop allowing them to shape how I act naturally, like I was saying before, because naturally I'm the type of person where I like to be upfront about my feelings. I like to be upfront with people about things. But again, the reason why I shied away so much to certain people is because I'm someone who doesn't like conflict either. And I don't want to create some type of conflict simply because I'm being honest. But at the same time, I still end up creating conflict, just conflict within myself, because now it's like you should have said something. You didn't say something because you didn't think this person's reaction was going to be the reaction that you would want. And I can't control that. And that goes with the whole worrying aspect. Is I can't control that. All I can control is me. I gotta put whatever I want to put out there, and it's out there. However people react to it is how they react to it. As long as they're not trying to throw hands and assault me and whatever, which I got means to protect myself, my fist, weapons and all that. So if it gets there, hopefully it doesn't. I will do what my man Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. That's all I'm going to say there. But with that being said, again, like I said, I feel as though I am my best self, my truest self, and everybody really is their best and truest self when they're actually themselves around other people. They're not putting on a front of, okay, I gotta act this way, or I gotta do this, or only certain people see their true selves, because those people have proven to be, I guess, worthy of that side of the individual. So that's that, and that's my list. These are the things that I want to change in 2022, for 2022. Again, I'm not going to wait until then to implement these things. I'm going to make a conscious effort to do them now. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, a lot of these things is things I'm already doing now, even prior to making this video. It's just in 2022, I really want to make sure I can go back to this list and say, okay, am I doing this? Am I doing that? And that's the point for all the years that are planning on doing this type of video. So appreciate you for watching. If you watch, let me know in the comment section below. Your list doesn't have to be as long or short. It can be super long or whatever. The number of things that you want to change going forward in your life for the next year or whatever. And again, you don't have to wait till then. You can if you want to, and to just give yourself a, I guess a proper timeline or whatever. You do what you feel, but I am interested in seeing your list. So comment down below, or you just find me on social media and let me know. We can have a conversation. Any other type of video you want me to do pertaining to myself or whatever, stories or such, or whatever experiences, let me know. Until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Peace out. Take care.